A friend from high school, her father-in-law passed from the corona, and they set up a GoFundMe for the funeral. So I'm gonna put it down below in the description and also in the pinned comment so that you guys can go donate if you guys are able to, and if you guys aren't able to donate, at least just share, so hopefully somebody else is able to donate.
It's Esper, the jeans low head, her arms crossed kid with the black tee.
I'm feeling really sick. My legs, like my muscles hurt really bad. My body feels really achy. My throat hurts. It hurts when I swallow, and it only hurts on one side, like on this side. I have a headache. And I'm pretty freaked out because I can't smell anything. So yesterday, when I noticed that I couldn't smell anything, I decided to make an appointment to go get tested. So I went today and got tested, and when the doctor took a look at my throat, she said it was pretty swollen, so she decided to test me for strep also. The strep test came back negative, so now I have to wait for the corona results. It's gonna be 3 to 5 days. I feel like the fact that I can't smell anything kind of like veers me more towards it's gonna be the corona. I don't feel good. I also have a dry cough. Last night I slept like shit the whole night because I could feel like I was sweating, and then I would like take off the blanket, and then I was super cold, and then it was just a long ass night. So I'm hoping I get my results sooner than the 3 to 5 days. Just so I know. This morning I woke up and my stomach was hurting super bad. I also hadn't eaten since yesterday morning. Like I only ate once, and that was like at 10 in the morning, and after that I didn't eat again because I don't really have an appetite, and because my throat was hurting super fucking bad. Today I've been able to drink water. Gatorade hurts when I drink it. I've been drinking the water warm. I hate warm water, but I mean, I'll take anything right now. Dad is off of work all week this week, so that's like the one good thing, but it's still like I don't like to stress him out, like he's like nervous about me being sick, you know? But alright guys, I will keep you guys updated. You guys, so I wanted to give you guys an update. I am officially 1 whole fucking week sick, you guys. I'm hoping that my smell and my taste comes back soon, because it's really weird eating and like not being able to taste the food. It's weird smelling anything or like trying to smell anything and no smell. I did upload a video today, our vlog of Texas, and in the last like clip we went to Whataburger, and I should have realized right then and there that I was like obviously super sick, which my throat was already burning like a motherfucker that day. I woke up in the worst fucking pain of my life. My face, you guys, I will never forget that pain. We went to Whataburger and I couldn't taste my soda. I couldn't taste the fries. I couldn't taste the burger, and I was like, it's probably because my throat hurts, you know, but I didn't really like think about it that much. As soon as the doctors call me, or the clinic calls me, whatever, and lets me know what my results are, I'll let you guys know. But I'm willing to bet it's gonna be positive. But I survived it because mala hierba nunca muere. Hey you guys, so I'm gonna be using a filter because I look like shit, and that's actually because I feel like shit. Today is June 25th, it's a Thursday, and today I got the call that I am positive for COVID-19. I'm gonna eat some dinner, and then I'm gonna tell you guys how I'm feeling and all of that. It's the next day. The clip you guys seen before this was yesterday, and I was gonna update you guys, but there's this fucking weird ass lunatic that has been harassing the shit out of us. And yeah, he fucking came to my house again last night. I heard like some yelling going on upstairs, and I was like, what the fuck is that? You know, I was about to sit down and, you know, film, and then I heard that, so I put on my mask real quick. I ran up there, and there's a fucking lunatic again. So yeah, so it's the next day. Today is July 3rd. So I'm gonna be disinfecting some of my stuff. I have my bag here full of makeup that I took to Texas. Haven't unpacked or anything because your girl was sick. So I just want to disinfect all of my stuff, make sure that everything's all clean. The last day that I felt pretty shitty was on Sunday. If you guys didn't watch my COVID symptom video on how I knew I was sick, I'll link it up here. I made that video for TikTok just because so many people kept asking me, you know, like what were my symptoms and, you know, how did I know I was sick and all of that. And I'm like, it'll just be easier for me to make a quick little video. So if you guys are interested in all that, go ahead and watch it. Like you guys know, I got tested on Father's Day. I didn't get my results till that Thursday. And Sunday, I still felt dizzy. I felt nauseous. I had no appetite. And I also had a headache. And I was really tired. That was like that last day that I felt pretty like shitty. And then on Monday, starting on Monday, I've just been feeling more super tired. Like I will sleep a lot and my body feels exhausted. And I still have no taste, no smell. I did speak to a doctor 2 days ago because I wanted to go get retested to see if I was still like contagious, or I was like asking the doctor like, you know, when can I like quarantine, like can I be around my family, and he told me that I have to wait till like Monday, so Monday morning I could go back to normal. It was so crazy because he was like telling me a bunch of stuff that I was like, this is all news to me. He told me that I couldn't retake a test because they're saving the tests for people that, you know, like aren't sick or haven't tested positive. And since I did test positive, he said that I will actually test positive for up to 2 months. And I was like, what the fuck? I had no idea. I thought that like, you know, once you recovered, you would have to go take a test, make sure you're clear, and then you could go back to normal. But I guess not. It was a doctor from an urgent care center that's in Stapleton. He asked me if I had any questions, and I told him, you know, like I lost my taste and my smell on day 5 of being sick. Do you know when I'm gonna like get it back, or like how long does it take? And he said I should have my taste and smell in 2 to 4 weeks. And I was like, sick. I was scared because I had seen on Google that they were saying that people that were losing their taste and smell due to the corona, that it was becoming permanent. I'm like, no, but it's not permanent loss. Not permanent loss. So when he told me that, I felt a lot better. And my throat gets really dry really easily. Sometimes when I'm like talking, or like sometimes I'll be breathing, I start coughing. And I feel like there's weird thing here in my chest. I'm not worried about it because on Friday, so like last week, I went to the hospital. Morning, like I had the worst time sleeping, you guys. I could not, like I couldn't sleep. I was having a lot of chest pains. I was worried, you know. I'm like, shit, like I thought I was getting better. I have heard that they're recommending for you to cough first, so that's what I did. I went to the Rose Medical Center. It's one of my favorite hospitals here in Colorado. I called them before going in and I told them, hey, I am positive for the corona. I wanted to see like if I'm able to go in, or like how does it work. And the person I spoke to told me, yeah, just come in, just let the people at the front know that you are positive, and you know, thank you for calling. I'm like, well, yeah, you know, like I've been taking a lot of precautions because not only do I not want to get my family sick, I don't want to get anybody else sick either, you guys, because this shit is not, it's fucking horrible. I have to screen you before you enter, so they give you like different colored bracelets for people that are positive and people that have just been screened and I guess are normal. I know that they do screen you taking your temperature, like to see if you have a fever, and the thing with me is that I never had a fever. Anytime that they would check, anytime that I've checked it, no fever. The day that I went to get tested at the AFC UrgentCare, I felt like I was burning. Like I felt like I was out in that Texas heat again. When they went to take my temperature, I'm like, oh yeah, they're gonna take my temperature. I think it's gonna be high as hell. And no, my temperature was normal. And I was like, what? Are you sure, sir? You don't want to do this again? Because I feel like I'm fucking burning. When I went to the hospital, they checked my temperature, normal. I explained to the doctor what I was feeling, and they did some x-rays. They were checking my oxygen. They checked my heart to make sure that it wasn't like I wasn't having irregular beats, or my heart was stopping, or any of the stuff that like people that have the corona have been experiencing. They took a lot of blood. That day I went outside and I would try to like take deep breaths because I felt like I wasn't getting enough air. And when I would do that, I would start choking like on the air. I guess from like trying to like breathe in so deep. I don't know. But I still feel like that same weird breathing that I felt that day that I went into the hospital, because too, when I breathe, like I said, I feel like something here in my chest. And then sometimes I'll be talking and then I just start coughing. So still to this day I do kind of have like cough, but it's not like very constant. It has sucked, you guys, you know, like the corona, it definitely takes that physical toll on you guys. Obviously, I mean, that shit is no joke. But it also takes like a very like mental and emotional toll on you, because since we got back in Colorado, I've had to be down in the basement. I mean, I had my suspicions. When I realized that I couldn't smell anything, I avoided my dad like crazy, and I've been avoiding everybody in my household too. My biggest concern was my dad and Danny. My dad, he has high blood pressure, and you hear all the scary stories of what happens to people that have like underlying problems and stuff, and I was like, Diosito, like, not my dad, not my dad. I avoided my dad like crazy. And like everybody could tell me like, maybe you're just being paranoid. I'm like, no, like I just don't feel right. I know that it's the corona. My dad had to notify his job that I was sick. They got really freaked out too, so they were like, you have to go get tested. He went to go get tested, and he got tested last Friday, and then they notified him on Monday that his test was negative. So we're like, oh my God, thank God, everything's good. And I was like, I know that he wasn't exposed to me because I've been keeping my distance from him. I've just been taking a lot of precautions. I knew that he wasn't sick, so I was like, but it was like such a relief to like hear it for sure. Bam. So my dad goes back to work on Wednesday, and then they told him, you know what? Just to be safe, we're gonna send you home and you need to get another test. I'm glad that his job is taking it so seriously, because my dad went and got tested this morning, and he got tested at Walgreens. You do have to set up an appointment. So if you go to the AFC UrgentCare, you have to set up an appointment, but I was able to get my appointment the very next day. Like, I literally set up my appointment at like 11 o'clock Saturday night, and I set it up for Sunday afternoon. So I will link down below where I got tested in case you guys want to go there. Like, I heard that in Colorado, all of the coronavirus tests are free. He got sent home on Wednesday, and on Wednesday we set up the appointment. They had no appointments available for Thursday, but they did for Friday, which is today. And my dad, he went, he got tested, and I guess at Walgreens you have to like do the actual test yourself. At the AFC, somebody does it for you, like one of the doctors or nurses does it there. My dad went and he did it, and maybe an hour later I got an email that his results were ready. Thank you, Jesus. He was negative again. So he took 2 tests 1 week apart. So he gets to go back to work. Everything's good. I've been down here in the basement. This is where I sleep. This is where I eat. This is where I hang out all day. I'm just here. I just go upstairs, to like grab something to eat. Make sure I wash my hands really good before I even go and like try to like open the fridge or anything. I do go upstairs to use the bathroom and to shower, brush my teeth. So what I do when I go up there, I have to be wearing my mask. And the doctor that I spoke to on my video call recently, he told me that I have to continue to keep my distance from them and everything, and to wear my mask anytime I'm even gonna be around their areas. If I go to use the bathroom, I just wear my mask the whole time. When I shower, I make sure to lock the door so the kids can't get in there, and I will spray everything down. We have this Lysol disinfectant spray. I see your picture right here. So after, if I've been in the bathroom and if I took off my mask for whatever reason, once I put it back on, I spray the entire bathroom down. I can't smell anything, so I just feel like a little tingle in my nose when I've sprayed a little too much. But after I brush my teeth, when I like rinsed and gargled the mouthwash and everything, I will rinse the sink. I will spray this Clorox spray that kills bacteria and all of that. Insert a picture right here. I spray that all over the sink, let it sit for a few minutes, and then rinse it down again. Once I'm done taking a shower, I will spray that the whole bathroom too, and then I will spray that Clorox all over, like the handles, anything that I touch, whatever. Let it sit for a few minutes and then rinse it down. And I think honestly those precautions that I've been taking is what has kept my family safe, because nobody else has been sick. Quarantine, it sucks. I'm away from my family. Corona takes a physical toll on you, and it also takes a mental and emotional toll on you, because I have to be isolated all day. I have to be down here by myself all day. I have to sleep here by myself all night, and it's like sucks because I don't like to sleep alone. I get scared. But my family's been such a like big help. The kids have been great, they understand. It just sucks because I like to hug and kiss my kids all day, every day. A lot of like people that say like the corona's not real, and like it's just like the flu. I'm like, bitch, I don't know what kind of flu you've ever had. I've had the flu plenty of times. I've had strep many times. I've been sick with a bunch of different shit many times. This is not like the flu. This shit is like fucking hell. My symptoms were changing all of the time, but I was feeling shitty as fuck every single day. The doctor said that I will feel completely back to my normal self in 2 to 4 weeks. the flu's never made me do that, you know. Like usually, like I'll be sick for, you know, 2-3 days with the flu, and then by like a week I'm already good. This is not like the flu. Trust me, you guys don't want this shit, because it doesn't feel good, you know what I mean. The fact that my body like feels like I'm not getting enough oxygen and all that, but my oxygen levels look good and shit, you know, like how does that make any sense? You know, the fact that my body feels like it's fucking burning from the inside. They take my temperature, no fever. That doesn't make any sense. The doctor did prescribe me some nausea medicine, because I guess from not having taste and smell, I guess it can make you really nauseous, and I was nauseous like crazy.
Alright, that's good right there.
Okay, cool.
So Claudia, I'm going to approach with this card here, and then I'm going to give you some instructions. Just as I do, just go window up for me so we're safe.
Okay.
Alrighty?
Oh.
Yeah.
Go ahead and remove the swab. Insert a 1 inch in your nostril, 5 smooth circular motions. Remove and repeat in the other nostril. At that point, you're done. If you slip it back into the sheath, we'll roll the window down, place it back in the tote.
Okay.
Any questions?
Like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then go up
Okay.
and kind of go around it, put it back in there.
Okay.
Roll the window down and put it back on the tray.
Alright, you go and place that back. Go windows up, but don't leave just yet.
Okay. I'm going to be ending this video telling you guys a few things, some recommendations I have, all that good stuff. And then I wrote everything down because what the fuck was that? Oh. So I wrote everything down so I wouldn't forget anything, and because I tend to ramble when I'm trying to like think of what I wanted to say. Now I feel pretty good. I feel like I'm recovered like 95%. The only thing is that I still have no taste and no smell. So today is day 27 of having no taste or no smell. Hopefully I get it soon. A few clips before this, I was telling you guys about how I actually had gone to the hospital. That Thursday night, I was laying down in the basement. I started feeling really weak. I started to feel like I was losing consciousness. I was having like a lot of fainting spells, and I actually used to faint a lot before when I first had anemia when I was a teenager. I started to get I started to get really nervous because I was down there by myself and I had my phone down there, so I was trying to reach to grab my phone, and I felt so weak I couldn't even move a few inches to even get it. I was trying to reach for my phone so like I could tell my dad the way that I was feeling, and just honestly don't know what that whole experience was exactly but it did freak me out because I thought that I was getting better. When I went to the hospital the next day, I went because I was having a lot of chest pains like on this side of my chest, and I could feel them like in my arm too. I was having a hard time catching my breath. When I would breathe, I felt like, the best way to explain it is, you know, when it's super cold outside, like I live in Colorado and it gets super freezing here sometimes, and you know when you breathe in that cold air and it hurts. So that's what I felt like. The only two things that the doctor found that were a little bit off was my liver was affected a little bit by the corona, and my heart rate. So that's the only two things that he could find, but I'm okay now, so I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys about that, just because I'm not sure if like the whole fainting spells that I kept having were because of the corona or what it could have been. So then I just wanted to tell you guys about the Walgreens. I went to get another test, even though that doctor that I spoke to at the urgent care told me I couldn't get another test. When I called the dentist to try to make a doctor's appointment, I did let them know that I had tested positive for the corona back when I first got sick, and they told me that I needed to have a second test done and it needed to be negative for them to be able to get me an appointment. I went to the Walgreens. The only one that popped up in Colorado for me was the one on 104th and Thornton, but I'm not sure if that's the only one that does it. So I guess when you go online, it would be good for you to check that out. And then the clip that you guys seen before this, that was actually me at Walgreens taking my test, and I did test negative. Thank you, Jesus. If you guys do go, it's a lot better than going to, like, for example, the AFC UrgentCare, because it takes 3 to 5 days for you to get the results, and at the Walgreens it only takes a few hours. So I would definitely recommend the Walgreens. The only thing to keep in mind is that Walgreens does not have as many appointments available like the AFC UrgentCare does. That's something to keep in mind, but like I said, you do get the results a lot faster. When you guys go, I would definitely recommend for you to go probably in a vehicle that doesn't have tinted windows like this, because my dad took his truck the first time that he went and the windows were really tinted. So when he tried showing them his information, they couldn't see it. And at the Walgreens, they're a little bit more cautious, so they don't want you to have your window rolled down or anything when they get near you. So they tell you to make sure that you have your window rolled up. So what I did, which my dad had recommended and it worked out perfectly, was for me to write my information on a piece of paper like this in really big letters. So I wrote down here all the stuff that you guys should write down in case you guys go. The confirmation code that they send you in the email once they have approved your appointment, and then also the appointment time. And this worked out perfectly because we went in a vehicle that we don't have the windows tinted in, and I just held up the sign and the guy was able to look up everything super quickly and it was all good. My dad, when he did go, he had a different lady and she made him hold up his driver's license and also his insurance card. So I would also have those two out just in case if they do want to see it. But like this, I think that this works out perfectly because when you do set up the appointment, you do enter all of your information. So then I also wanted to tell you guys that it does get a little bit confusing with all of the doctors because they all say different things. I did speak to a lot of different doctors and they all do say different things, so I'm not sure what exactly to believe. The doctor that I had spoken to that had told me I couldn't get another test, you know, when I spoke to another doctor, they were like, no, you need another test. And I'm like, well, which one is it? And then also I have heard things like that since I was already sick, I should be immune and I shouldn't be able to get sick again. But I have also heard that a lot of people are getting sick again. So there's a lot of doctors and nurses that are on Twitter that are sharing information about what they have seen. And also people that have been sick are sharing information of like their experiences and everything. And what really scared me was there was this girl that she said that her friend was 26 years old and she got the corona the first time, and the first time she just had mild symptoms, she was able to recover at home, everything was good. So then she got the corona again, and the second time it killed her, and she was only 26. And I was like, I was told that supposedly you couldn't get it again, that you were immune. I don't have that mentality that I am immune just because I have seen a lot of people that are saying that they had it once and that they're getting it again. Then I also wanted to tell you guys about two things. They're saying that people that are sick with the corona, that their temperatures coming back is normal. So I know that they screen people just checking their temperatures to see if they're sick with the corona or not, but I wouldn't trust that because like I said, I never had a fever and I had the corona. So that's something to keep in mind. And they're also saying that this new batch of people, they're showing a lot of GI symptoms. I think I told you guys in the very beginning of this video that my stomach felt fucked up. I felt fucking horrible. That was a symptom that I had, but I didn't include that in my corona video because I was not sure if I had those GI symptoms because of the corona or because I do have a chronic condition and I have to take medication for it every single day. I hadn't been taking it because I was taking NyQuil and Theraflu and all that, and I didn't know how that medication would interact with the medication that I have to take every single day. I'm not sure if the GI symptoms I was having was because of the corona or if it was because I wasn't taking my medication. But when they did announce that, I was like, yeah, it got me thinking. How I think that I got sick. I had told you guys in my corona video that I was in Texas when I got sick, and I'm pretty sure that is where I contracted the corona. When we were in Texas, we did go to Odessa and we went to eat at Buffalo Wild Wings. They did have everybody really spread apart and everything, but you know, you're eating, so you're not wearing your mask. So that's where I'm pretty sure that I got sick. It's the only thing I could think of. The crazy thing though is the doctor I had spoken to at the hospital, he said that everybody that gets sick, they're actually sick 2 days before their first symptom appears. So my first symptom showed up on Tuesday. If what he's saying is how it works, I was sick immediately the next day after Buffalo Wild Wings. So we went to Buffalo Wild Wings on Saturday. If what he's saying is how it works, I was sick the very next day. I hope that I touched base on everything. If you guys have any questions, just comment down below and I will get back to you guys. I do have some new videos coming up here soon. I do want to tell you guys a little story time about the day that my legs stopped working. They failed me a few years ago. Like this video, share if you think that any of this information was helpful, or if you want people to see like the aftermath of the whole corona thing. I did include clips at the beginning of when I was sick so you guys could see all of that. Also, subscribe to my channel. If you guys like it here, subscribe to my channel. Follow me on all of my social media. This is my @name on all of my social media, which is Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. You guys can find me at esper5280. I will see you guys soon. Stay safe. I hope none of you guys get sick because that shit was really fucking horrible.